Hi, this is Brian. Pause number 6. Yesterday, my very good friend, Marty Shih, passed away, California. When I and my wife decided to purchase the Johnny Cash farm and the studio down the road, we felt that would be a good thing for us to do in sort of the twilight of our years. It sure sounded better than going on a cruise ship around the world. Well, my good friend Marty, we've been friends for 30 years, very successful in business, a very creative guy. He didn't want to retire either, so he joined me in the journey out at the farm. He didn't know anything about Johnny Cash, never heard his name, never heard his music. But when I told him what I believed about Johnny Cash, that he was a man of character, a kind man, generous, bold, he sang to prisoners, he was committed to the poor. He called himself the man in black. That sounded like something really fun for him. So we joined this journey together. Oh, we had our ups and downs. I won't talk about the downs, but not everything went as we planned. But still, we had a good time. We talked at least once a week. And of course, I painted a vision for the farm and the museum out there, and it never played out really the way I hoped. But he never gave up. When I was a little discouraged about things, he would encourage me. He was just a good friend. It's just a reminder that life is like a vapor. It comes and it goes. He was 65, very dedicated to his health, always giving me advice, because here I am with a kind of a problem with a belly and bad knees, and he was so energetic. In a sense, I think he's more like Johnny Cash than very many people in this town, because he had that spirit. He was a kind guy. We had Mark Cash out at the farm. He took a personal interest in Mark. And when Mark lost his daughter, or not his sister, he was one of the first guys there to touch base with him, give him a gift. Now this, Marty is American, but Chinese nationality. And then he was very kind to Cindy Cash, Thomas, all those that really came under our tent out at the farm. He championed all of them. He sent gardeners that worked for him out in California, out here to build a beautiful walkway to Johnny's farmhouse. I'm going to miss him. And there was another guy, Roger Anderson. He had such a beautiful voice. Early on, we lost him in a bizarre accident, young. I was just sit there at the museum and just ask him to play the piano or sing. He has such an incredible voice. So this is life. And I just want to especially honor Marty today. He was a friend of the farm, a friend of Johnny Cash that nobody appreciated or really knew. He was a believer. So sometimes when I would get discouraged by things that happened, he would encourage me. He said, don't give up. I'm going to miss that guy. Sally, I guess all the weight's on you now, huh? But I wanted to share that. I know many of you have met Marty Shih. You can't miss him. He's always running around, enthusiastic. A couple things that did happen while he was still alive that I was so glad about is that we were able to get the Ken Burns recognition as a very significant place to visit both the farm and the museum. And then the Johnny Cash Trust put out a film called, The Gift. And 2% of that film was about what happened in Johnny's old studio, mile from the farm, that really Marty Shih helped restore. He liked the idea of preserving things. And I showed that to him, that it was in their film as validation that we had done the right things. You know, there's nothing wrong with preserving history. It's not all about the money, folks. We don't have to tear everything down in Nashville. He loved the town of Bonacqua. I used to kid him, someday you should run for mayor. He'd have been a great mayor. He would have promoted that town to the world. Well, I miss him. His wonderful wife, Eunice, and his wonderful sister, Helen, are deep in mourning. He also had 2 daughters that adored their dad. Isn't it amazing that somebody that actually grew up in Taiwan comes to this country with nothing? He starts a flower shop and builds a very significant business. We became friends 30 years ago, and he loves the story of Johnny Cash. So I encourage all of you out there that have been to the farm, especially those who remember him, let's keep working on the legacy of Johnny Cash. And when I say legacy, I'm not really talking about the music. I'm talking about the character of the man. Marty, that's what he believed in. That's what he was sold on. I wish you all could have met him. I know Mark Cash was shocked when he heard the news. Cindy, Thomas. He is my partner, my friend, and I'm going to miss him. So in tribute to him, I'd like to show one picture. It's a picture of somebody who's standing on the top of a stadium looking into the skies. I want that picture and that little story as a tribute to him, because he was brilliant. He loved astronomy. He was smart. He knew a lot about space. In fact, his sister's home, a third of the home is occupied by this incredible model he made of space. Brilliant man. And secondly, I wrote a song with some help called Bluebird. But he's my bluebird that flew away and it's just not coming back down. And of all times, just this last week, he and I talked about all that's going on in the world. He gave me some great insights. We bantered back and forth. I'm not going to have that anymore. I have to find somebody else that I can do that with. So I'll end with the song Bluebird, dedicated to my great friend, Marty Shih. Thank you.
Bluebird, where are you going? Little bluebird on the wind. Yeah, I used to hear you singing. Yeah, you used to be my friend. Bluebird, where are you? Have you heard? The forest is on fire. And you can never come back home. What is truth? Have you learned? The forest is on